Hey people, it's me AMP Collectibles. For the people that seen previous videos of mine, know I'm getting into handhelds. I do want to just say a quick thing. Why I haven't been doing videos lately. Life got in the way. Also, a relative passed away. So rest in peace to my uncle Jose, or Joselito, as we called him. Well, that was his name. His short name was, for sure Jose. But yeah, I wasn't super close with him. But I will do my separate, moment of peace for him. And but that was another reason. Sorry about the way I'm talking right now, but just life in general. So why am I showing this Pow Kitty? Well, because I did get the SP soon. I mean, I got it already, and I'm going to show it in this video, but I want to talk about this one first. It has a satisfying click. The problem with this one is, as you can see, it's on right now. I think it's on. Might have suspended it. Okay, yeah. So this one, it's been a good favorite of mine. I've been really liking it. It has some games here, as you can see. I'll try to do better lighting if I can. It has some, this is the like the port station part of the. I can change the GUI. I can change this is the Mayu Mini custom firmware that kind of looks like Open Dingus, but it's not. You could change it up, which is why it makes it a lot better. Also, you get a little slightly better performance off of this custom build. A custom firmware. See if I go in here, I can go into emulators directly. I do have some Game Boy games here, Game Boy Advance games and stuff. I'm not gonna, play them because obviously you guys know this one plays Game Boy pretty good. It's not gonna struggle with that one. I did notice that it did struggle with a little bit of the Super NES, but it just depended on the game. But it does add two different emulators on here, so you could get better performance. And because they're not like Open Dingus, which were older versions of some of these emulators, but it also adds a few more consoles if you want to, go deeper into other handhelds. So pretty much the sweet spot on this is handhelds. You can play practically any handheld that was 8-bit to 16-bit with no problem. Once you get to the PlayStation 1 is when it starts to really show its lack of power, because I only have one game in the PlayStation. Sorry. So, and as you can see, the screen is not bad. The frame counters on the bottom just to check if everything was working fine. See, it plays everything pretty good. At least RPGs are, at least this RPG right here in particular, plays fine. There is some noise crackling when you're playing this game. A little bit, not too bad. Not compared to if you would play the PSP version of this, which is relatively a little bit better, if you know what I mean. But this is one of my favorite games. I have to put it on there. So with that said, I'll get out of this. It's a little hard to see. My camera is not easy. Not making it easy, So, yeah, that was what I can show you right there, I don't want to make this video too long, but that was pretty much it on the V90, and I'll do a little bit of a comparison here when I figure out how to turn this off. So yeah, like I said, it's pretty hard to see the screen on this one, but as you see, I turned it off. Now it's off. Now I did hear that they actually made an update to, they have a third option for an operating system on this, and I can't wait to try it. I've seen some good I don't know if it's gonna give you better performance. You're gonna still run into the wall with PS1, and I don't think you're gonna squeak out much after that. But if you're on a budget and you want something relatively cheap and can perform for the most part on a lot of the old handhelds and all the way to PS1, with a little bit of struggle with some PS1 games and a little bit of struggle with Super NES games, depending on the game. So I haven't run any problems with GBA games, but we'll talk about that bridge when we get to it. So in the I had to cough right there. In the 700H all-winter chip of Anbernic devices, I guess how I put it, because I don't want to say all the names. Honestly, it's terrible names, but I think Anbernic knows that, and they just want to play around with us. So again, it's going to be a little hard for me to do this. This is another reason why I don't record that many videos. I don't have a good area to record. But again, and it's going out of focus and inner focus. We're gonna try the second one. So it's okay playing PSP games. So I'm gonna go into PSP games, see if I have any on here. You know, it's the usual ones that Anbernic sends. There's no Mario games on here, so I would I'll show you some Tekken 6, which is one of my favorites, honestly, out of the Tekken series. I do like 3 as well. So we'll see what we got here, how the graphics looks and everything. It's a little hard to record this when you're... This is the one I recommend because it plays to PSP. It has the analog in the Anbernic 700H chip devices. I think it's 700H. I could be wrong. Correct me. And yeah, the graphics look sick. Nothing bad to say about this. It performs relatively well when it comes to the... Let me lower the volume just in case. I don't want it to be too high. So we'll see how high it sounds. This Tekken is the one I played a lot with roommates. This was one of my favorites. I had a lot of fun moments with some of my old roommates playing through this and Street Fighter. Street Fighter 4 and 5. Let's see, who am I gonna pick? We'll pick him. I don't even know if I'm starting the game here. Probably not gonna save it, but we'll play a little bit of arcade. So thought I picked him already, but I guess not. We'll hide it a little bit so you can hear the sound. See how it plays. It's a little choppy. a little bit. But I would say this is playable. And you can play with the joystick or Joy-Con or whatever. Not Joy-Con, actually. Joystick if you want. So, yep. I mean, for PSP, this is not obviously the ideal, but it works. It's big enough. I don't mind that it's stretched out a little bit. So we'll stop this right here because I don't want to go any further, obviously. So, you know, plays PSP to a certain extent. It doesn't. It struggles. It struggles with more heavier. Like I definitely noticed something with God of War. I'm playing this, but I mean, if you're not like super into God of War, you'll be fine. You'll play a few of the other games that are able to play, but it doesn't play it too bad. You could do some frame skip. It might actually, can't remember if I actually did that. Put some frame skip and fiddle around. You could get it to play very close to you know, up to speed. So I mean, it's playable at that point, I think, in my opinion. There's gonna be some graphical glitches, but that's what I experienced, and this is basically the best one out of the series in my opinion. If you're a newcomer to the Anbernic devices, of course, the Anbernic has the original 356, and that one's good, but it's outdated at this point. Might as well get the, if you're into vertical, get the Plus, in my opinion. But I personally like horizontal consoles, and I like consoles that have Joy-Cons, or not Joy-Cons, sorry, you know, the I have it on, let's see, did I press start? I think I pressed start. So this is Bomberman on the SP, and it's a little hard to control, but what I don't like about the SP so far is the way these buttons feel. If you're playing some like RPG, you're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it very much because of that. Because you know, when you're doing like certain moves, like even beat 'em ups are a little hard to play with this one, in my opinion. But I'm not gonna go too in depth with it. Ooh, I almost had him there. We'll play a little bit, and then I do notice that a problem with this, if you're going into the RetroArch, it does have a glitch with PlayStation 1 games for some reason. I don't know why, it just does. So now I gotta find my way out of here, or there's one more guy around here. He's hiding. I don't want to take too much time of your time, so I may actually just stop this game. Oh well, I lost anyway. I lost it. Anyway, that's part of that one. We're gonna just show you, if you're curious what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get to the screen here and go to, I believe, can't remember it off the top of my head right now, but you're supposed to somehow go back, go to the settings, go to video, and then in video it's gonna be a part where it says like this. You see how I upscaled it? You're gonna have to change that and go back to like something like this, right? Yeah, that's what I did. Okay, it might be smaller, but at least I think that will fix it, if you know what I mean. Let's hope it does, because I'm just gonna check myself. Hopefully it does fix it, but yeah, I was having a problem earlier with a different console. Wow, this guy's gonna hide all day. It's gonna be hard to get him. Maybe I just have to get this crystal. I can't remember. Oh, there we go. Yeah, just have to get that crystal. But I hope it fixes it. We'll see. We'll see right now. Let's see. Sorry about the long load times. I'm not sure how to fix it. It might have fixed it, but we'll close this out for now. I'll save it. Yeah, with the 0, and then try to get out of here. What is it? Close content, right? So you get out of there. I think that fixes it, but we're gonna test another PlayStation 1 game, and then we'll move on to the closing things here. We're gonna test one more PlayStation 1 game. Sorry about that. Let's test out Bloody Royale. See if it doesn't mess up this time. I think I fixed it. I don't know if you saw those graphic glitches earlier. Oh, it looks like it's fixed. So yeah, that's all you have to do. Make sure you don't do that. So yeah, I think it's fixed. Could be wrong, but I just showed you how to fix it. I don't always need that frame counter thing, but I can take that off eventually. So I think that's it so far. I'm gonna do more in-depth videos on these devices, but so far that's getting a spot in my rotation. I will be talking about one more. 1 second. So yep, I got the 28 XX, and this one I really do like. I didn't think I was gonna like it. It's a few small buttons, unfortunately, but besides that, it's a fine device if you're into this niche of small devices. It's very pocketable. I wish there was an analog stick right there, of course, and the start and select were up here and whatnot. The shoulder buttons, I mean, I know why people don't like them, but you can't really complain for a device that's small and it at least has them. But yeah, it should have at least one nub. But like I said, this is the same thing, just bigger. I don't know if you can see it, the H, of course, and with analog sticks. But if you want something even more compact, as you can see, it's a lot smaller. I don't know if I can get that into camera, but it's a lot smaller. And that's the reason why I love this line of devices. At first I didn't, but now there's so much firmware available that you can put, I heard Onion OS is on this, not Onion, sorry, they're developing a new form of Garlic for these devices. They have it for the original X line, the original 35X, but eventually we're gonna get Garlic on here. I know there's Bodaceta, there's main UI, There's the stock, obviously, and that's already a lot. I think there's another one that I'm not remembering, but there's definitely a lot, more than normal, and it's most likely because of the chip that it's using, and the yeah. So that's all I gotta say. If you like these videos, let me know. I'll do more in depth with all the handhelds I just showed you today. They're gonna be more showcased in other videos. But you know what to do. If you haven't done it yet, please like and share the video. I know it was a long one, but I had to talk about 3 separate devices in my own opinion. And again, if you're looking for a device that is the best of everything that I've so far experienced with these Anbernic X lines, except the original, is this one. This one is the one I recommend. It's really cheap. The buttons feel great. The D-pad is decent size. It's placed the way I would have placed, or I would have designed a handheld like that, a horizontal handheld. And this mini one is not bad either. I mean, it just, like I said, I wish the D-pad was a little higher and whatnot. So anyway, higher, and then you know what I mean. The buttons were bigger, whatever. If they were slightly bigger, but hey, it's still pretty good. So I'll see you in the next one. You know what to do. Like I said, I will repeat myself. Share, like, and comment on the video. I really enjoy comments, but if you want, just sub, like, and share the video.